Yeah. Let's see what happens. All right. So now we'll
See,
just
but I
have a
see,
conversation.
but I see now where I live is a lot of adults have problems in a relationship that changes because one is sick
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is a caregiver. And that changes the relationship big time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very difficult because there's nothing much said about it yet. Or, or not, maybe they say some things about it, but officially there's not enough research that we have data for it. Well, if somebody is sick, you do that. Or if, and see, there is some sort of help for, like they can send nurses or caregivers in, and some are good and some are mediocre. And I don't think those helpers are not trained to give advice. Some do it, but the training is to take care of the sick person. Go help wash, go for a walk with them, and that sort of thing. But that is not the support that the caregiver needs.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rest of the day, they're there for half an hour or max an hour, and the caregiver doesn't get the support. That is exactly it. The caregiver doesn't get the support that they also need.
Mm-hmm.
The sick person gets support, and yeah, there is no word on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, as
Mm-hmm.
far as I know,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So there's a big part for older adults that isn't covered.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that needs to be more in the curriculum, or is it
Absolutely.
that you think that, like, caregivers, following, when they're no longer caregivers, so after the one that they're looking after is no longer around, when they may have time, do you think that might be a place where older adults may want to contribute towards future helpers or workers'
That is a
experience?
totally different situation when there is one person sick and the caregiver doesn't have the sick person anymore. There is an incredible vacuum,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't say, "Oh well, go out and do something in the society," because they have to first do their morning and they're adjusting, and there's a big adjustment period with emptiness
Mm-hmm.
for the caregiver, more so than just a widow or widower.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how you can do anything about that.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's more of a process that they have to go through?
They have to go,
Yeah.
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 And I don't know how you can, how there is help for that. Like eventually you can say, like it's different for somebody who has been a caregiver than for somebody who has just become a widow or widower. Quite different. So it's not just the morning, but the big empty space.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it's almost like what you were talking about, role change. Is that what you know?
yeah, yes, no. Um, There's nothing. It's a vacuum.
Okay.
It seems a vacuum.
So one of the things that I'm struggling with in just conceptualizing what this might look like, is wondering about my own need or want to fix, right? Because when you're talking about, caregivers, there's this vacuum, there's emptiness, it's a process. Them, coming to college is not necessarily going to change anything, and it may not even be appropriate. when do you think it might be appropriate? Like, who do you think this might appeal to? Or is it even worth having older adults in higher education? Or is this kind of a,
I
a
think
mythical thought that doesn't make sense to you?
I think it makes, it does